Not only do they use my things for AI, they also don't push it in the algorithm. Why would I give them my time of day? You can never start this and expect a result in a year or two. You have to expect it in 10. 10 is a really safe number. If you stick to this, you're probably gonna get a result by 4th to 5th or 6th year. So I intentionally picked a really difficult reference. Right now I want the angle of the face and the angle of the neck. I'm trying not to mess this up because I don't want to embarrass myself. The face isn't long enough. Lips are crooked. I want to make this opacity very low so it doesn't influence what I draw there. Oh wait, look, it's giving me uncanny valley vibes, but it is. Let me flip, let me see. This side needs to go a bit more there. I do the nose because it's way too crooked. I do notice that one of her nostrils is way bigger than the other. I mean, not way big, but it's bigger. This one is bigger than this one. Let's insert the photo. Let's put this here. Let's flip it around. Fit to canvas. I want it dark. Remove the background. I just want to save it. Delete it. It is not for copying. I just want to have like a reference that's flipped. Let's see. Okay, now we go with a darker color, yeah, layer. Now we select this and we make it darker. As the blending mode's name suggests, it makes the color darker, but it doesn't lighten the colors that are darker than it. So this is great for adding additional darks. I just remembered something. I remember I made like a girl from TikTok so mad. We were kind of like TikTok friends, you know, acquaintances. And it was like last Christmas or something. And she told me, oh, I cannot wait for there's like a festival that they were holding. I cannot wait for the festival, for the Christmas festival to like sing carols and stuff like that. And I told her, nerd. And they put the stoner emoji. And she was so mad. She said, oh my God, I cannot believe you're this cringe. You're the cringest person that I've ever known. How can you be so stupid? And I was like, holy I'm joking. And I never told her that I was joking because she had such a tantrum that I was like, I think this is for the better if I just leave her be. I'm just making sure I got the eyes right. Please, Lord, please, I beg you, do not make this look really bad whenever I flip it. Oh, it doesn't look horrid. Okay, I think I'm gonna end this drawing session now because honestly, I really don't want to do it anymore. I'm gonna get like more confidence after a bit of time, and I'll come. Oh my God! And I'm seeing mistakes, and I'm seeing mistakes, and more mistakes. Okay. No! No! I accidentally undid it. All right. Oh, leave it be. Leave it. No, I won't leave it be. No, I won't leave it be. I cannot leave it be. Matter of fact. This is where we left off. I just came back from the gym. I remember I had a friend and she started drawing, and I remember she like told me, oh, I want to learn how to do portraits, and I told her it's really difficult. She didn't listen to me, and she tried. Then she came back and was like, never want to do portraits again. And I told her, yeah, it is what it is. I know, I've been through that. I remember she kept telling me, oh my God, like that's really like, it's so bad, bro, like will I ever be happy? And I remember I told her, like at that time I wasn't that advanced, but I remember I told her, yeah, that's just how it is. I haven't, like, even with time, I haven't been like, I didn't like my portraits, but now some of them I kind of like them. It takes a lot of time. Like, this is a skill. This is why so little people do it. It's because it takes so much time to actually get the actual results. Usually people go to the gym and they expect, like, let's say a result in like 2 or 3 months. With portrait drawing, you're expecting the first result, like, sure, you'll be better in the first months, but it's not like you will be, it's like attempting to exercise but not actually lifting the weights, you know, and then it suddenly moves, and then after a few months you can move it like this, and then you do full reps after like a year or something, you know, after years of doing it. This is the analogy that I would make for portraiture, you know, it's really static for a really long time. And I remember like a portrait back in the day take me so long because I was just not skilled, you know. I would just do it and not like it, and then do it, erase it, then try to do it again, then erase it again because it didn't look good. Of course you're not efficient if you constantly erase, you know, you constantly go back and forth with your portraits. Of course, you will not be efficient. If you're John Singer Sargent and you get it in like your few first tries, and yeah, this is like a known fact. Like he used to, not all of his portraits, if most of them, they weren't made the first try. He would scrape the canvas and he would be really annoyed with it. And this was so rejuvenating, because it's like I'm used to seeing these time lapses where these people just spawn in these like beautiful drawings. But now that I hear like the big master, you know, like, he wasn't the greatest of all time, but he was there. And it's like you hear like this guy that is like kind of like a role model for me, you know, John Singer Sargent, and I hear that he has the same struggles that I have, you know. It kind of reminds me that we're all just human beings on this planet, you know. You can do anything you put your mind to. I'm also starting to learn 2D animation for a YouTube channel I want to open. Any tips, suggestions, bro? You're talented, bro. Not gonna lie. Thank you so much. Tips? I don't know why you're asking me for tips. I'm a literal nobody. Like, in terms of art, tips for art. Never go in it temporary. One time I asked my grandma, when did you start to get money? Like, was it like sudden? And she told me, no, it's never sudden. Everything is like step by step. Everything is step by step. And whenever I started this, like, 5 years ago, I started drawing and doing all of this stuff, you know, there was no hope. Like, it was bleak. Honestly, it's still bleak. Like, at least there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I used to be in pitch darkness, but now I found the light at the end of the tunnel. But you can never start this and expect a result in a year or two. You have to expect it in 10. 10 is a really safe number. If you stick to this, you're probably gonna get a result by 4th to 5th or 6th year. I'm telling you 10 because you need to have confidence in yourself, you know? With this, you need to be delirious. You have to be delusional. I went on some Discord servers and I try to help people with drawing and stuff like that. Honestly, ego is the worst thing that can happen to you as an artist. This is the truth. Because once ego sets in, you will just say, oh, this is a style. Oh, this is how I want it. This is, you know, and you will not learn anything. Whenever I drew this, I have the modesty to know this is bad. Leave it. Leave it be, start a new one. But if you were one of these artists that is egotistical, you will justify it. Oh, this is how I wanted it to be. Oh, this is how I, you know, and people never want to admit that they have failed. And how could they? Of course they cannot admit that. You have to also judge yourself, like, be realistic with yourself, you know, and don't judge yourself too harshly at the same time. You have to juggle so many things, man. Honestly, like, there isn't, like, for me personally, I try to give more psychological advice. That's what I'm better at, you know. I'm better at, like, explaining, like, more psychologically driven stuff, you know. Like, I cannot tell you, oh my god, this is what you have to do to get, like, popular in the industry, you know. Like, I'm not popular in this industry. Why would I talk about that? Nah, bro, you are too hard on yourself. You are really good. Thank you so much. But again, I have to be realistic. Like, I cannot say I am good, but every single metric of reality tells me otherwise. Not only do they use my things for AI, but they also don't push it in the algorithm. So why would I give them, like, my time of day? This is how I see it. Why would I give Instagram my time of day? And also for commissions, like, I have gotten, like, kind of friendly commissions. Like, oh, can you do my girlfriend? Can you do this pet for my girlfriend? And I see a lot of people that are, like, on TikTok, they're like, oh my god, like, this is so annoying whenever people do that. Bro, you're an artist. What do you expect people to ask you to do? Do you expect them to ask you to talk about your favorite, I don't know, like, anime drawing that you did? No, bro. Honestly, I like to do, like, their pets or stuff like that. I don't know how to do pets at all, and I still do them. A true artist, a good artist and a true artist will be able to do anything you throw at them. If you're a good artist, you are... Hold on, because I'm scrolling very... I have figure drawings. I cannot scroll further. I wanted to show you some drawings of, like, my pets. Pets that I drew, not my pets, you know? Look, I have this. I don't know if this counts. This was really, really quick. This is like actual speedrun, if I remember correctly. 1 hour. I honestly believe that if a drawing of a dog is gonna do you in, then you didn't have skill, like, from the first place, from the get-go. You know, it's not like if you told John Singer Sargent, bro, can you draw my dog? Like, it's not like he couldn't do it, you know? And it's like, I know a lot of people say, oh, I can do it, I just don't want to. Do you really? Or is that an excuse? And this is what I tell myself, you know? This is what is like, yeah, I can do it, I just don't want to. And my inner brain is like, in my competitive brain that, like, this is the thing that made me grow the most. It's like, are you just using this as an excuse, or can you actually do it? And then I have to do it. I have to do it. Then there's no turning back. I need to do it. Pestering me. Why do you keep drawing Anya Taylor-Joy? You know, like that blonde girl that I showed you. Like I showed you multiple drawings of her. And I told her, back whenever I was a beginner, I couldn't draw her at all. Her jawline would confuse my beginner brain so much that it would just error.x and I couldn't draw anymore, you know? And I told her that just out of spite, I started drawing that woman, and I literally, like, just out of drawing her so much, I started to like how she looks. And then she became my best. She made my best drawings, basically. Look, this is my best drawing, I think, technically. This is also her. Look at that. Like, I always like people do not realize whenever you see this, you do not realize how many textures there actually are. Just look at that. I have little hearts in it. Like I even joked with my ex. I was like, I bet I could draw that woman from memory. Like, I drew her so much. I have sketchbooks. It's like 50 to 60 drawings of her, and she told me, I hate that woman. She was jealous. She was like, oh my god, if she gave you a chance, she would break up with me. And I told her, no. It's just like getting used to that, you know? People kept pissing me off. Oh my god, you couldn't do that in real life. You couldn't. Look, hold on, because these are more, like, these are botched, but I will show you these. Look, this is my cousin's pet that died, Sophie. Look, that one I did while in a suit waiting for my niece's baptism. Look at that. And this I did in the next morning while I was hungover. These ones I did on the spot on my vacation in Turkey. Telling you, look, I can do complex perspective. It's easy once the creator develops a style and recreates it multiple times, and you just try to recreate their style. You know, it's easier. You know how hard it is to create that stuff. Oh my god, bro. That's so hard. It's to create a style that's also like fits with your, you know, with your. I'm guessing you know, but you don't truly know. You know, but you don't truly know. You know, it's like you can understand that it's difficult. You get that it's difficult, but you don't, like, you cannot grasp how actually difficult that is. I could, but honestly, none of my drawings take 10 hours. If your drawing takes 10 hours, then you're wasting your time. And look. The Berserk books. I use them as a stand. None of my drawings take 10 hours. Even that one that took the most, the difficult, really good one. Look, I have a philosophy as an artist. 4 hours and 42 minutes. Bro, Berserk, Kentaro Miura, is the reason why I am here. This is the least I can do for him in his memory. I have read illegally the Berserk. I didn't read it on an official site. I read it on like Manganello. This is the least I can do for that man, he is at fault for this on your screen. He is the fault for that. The least I can do for him and his family and his legacy is to buy his books. The least I can do for him is like, it's like Kobe. It's like Kobe for like manga. That's who he. Kentaro Miura is Michael Jordan for manga. I will not be argued with on this. You can also say like the guy that made Dragon Ball Z. I forgot his name. Ain't no way I forgot his name. That guy is also, it's peak, you know. But let's not play around. I love Berserk. Like the setting of Berserk is, oh my god. Like one of my favorite games is my favorite game is Bloodborne. One of my favorite games is Dark Souls. I grew up playing World of Warcraft. That Berserk is my fantasy style, you know, like, oh my god, like, it's perfect. But the Sui Ishida art style is peak. He has my favorite style out of the mangakas. My favorite style out of all of them, he's my favorite. Sui Ishida. That's the GOAT in my opinion. Okay, can you check out Landroid? People find ways to make money using different formats. What do you mean? Let me see. Okay, since you said, I don't want to ignore you because I think it's annoying to Landroid. Yeah, I found some kind of like, bro, what are you making me search? My FBI agent is weirded out. What the fuck is bro making me look up? Landroid. It can now see grass. It's meant to man. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that, bro? What the fuck is that? Bro. Bro, wait no. Bro.
Definitely.
But this is better, bro. This is better. It's gonna cut my nails. He's gonna look at my nails. They're ruined. He's gonna cut my nails. So let's put polish on them too. Since I'm all black, I'll also have like little black nails. You cannot have a rule, like a commandment in art. You cannot have a commandment in art because this is literal. This is like a literal, like whatever. Like I can do whatever I want. You know, it's like a literal like sandbox. It's like Minecraft. You can make a castle or a bunker or whatever you want. You know, you can literally do anything. And this is even more than Minecraft because you can literally do anything. What other painter is really great for their colors? Any kind of watercolor painter, those are like really good. And you can tell that they're really good. Like you ask them, so how do you pick colors? Like, I don't know. And there's so much wisdom in what they say that you do not understand how much wisdom there is in what they say. I don't know. What that means is that they don't actually think in color. They just think in hue ranges. So it's cold hues, it's warm hues, it's, you know, it's like they don't actually, like, whenever they pick a color, they don't like try to perfectly replicate this exact color. No, that's not what they do. It's, now that I picked it, let's cheat a little bit. I never color pick, but now that I picked it, you know, but they never do that, actually, you know. They never do that. They always go with hue range. So now I see a bit of yellow there. I see blue right at the edges. I will add the blue. You see, and this is how they act. This is how they actually paint. This takes so long to learn. And I always used to think, oh my god, these sweats, gatekeeping information, oh, they're so annoying. Why don't they just teach me? It's literally, you cannot be taught this. You have to literally just learn it. You know, and it's like I'm a really good color picker, you know, and make really realistic drawings, excuse me. Nothing was color picked. Not one color was color picked off of this. And you can tell by the slight differences. Look at this. Not one single color. Look at this. Complete. And you can see by the process that I don't color pick. You can literally see it. So I will teach you this. This is something that you should take to your like artistic grave. The more subtle something is, the more complex it is. And the less, I will show you this with just a simple John Singer Sargent. This is the, oh my god, bro. So look. Do you see? Blur your vision. Let's look at it together from the distance. Let's blur our vision. Do you see, once you squint or you blur your vision, how her flesh tones merge with each other? Even with the couch, it merges. Do you know this is called a lost edge? Do you know how skillful that is? That's really, really skillful. That's a choice that he made. That's a choice that he made. He said with this part, hold on, I'll just do this. He said with this part right here, that there is literally no point in adding more detail because it doesn't add anything. And look at this. This is the thing that is the most focused on, the eyes. And look at the rest. Look at how abstract this is. You can literally see the brush strokes in it. You see? You can literally see the brush strokes in it. You see? As a creator, like, I will give you this analogy that maybe you won't care about, but whenever they were filming the Lord of the Rings movies, they didn't add a lot of stuff from the books. Why is that? Because let's say you have like a side episode with Tom Bombadil. Sure, it's a nice niche example of like how the lore works and stuff like that, but it doesn't push the story forward. You are a storyteller as an artist, and this is what matters the most. Pushing your story and your focal point further. If you constantly, I will showcase this in a bit, but if you constantly focus on stuff that doesn't matter, you will fail. No, I am Romanian. I'm not, but I'm not from Russia, but I would like to meet a few Russian ladies, if you know what I mean. I would love some Russian ladies. This is what I also did with drawing. Like I was so obsessed with it. I just watched every video. I talked about this on stream yesterday. Like one guy asked me, "Oh, what is your advice for a beginner?" And I told him, like, if you want my advice, like I told him multiple things, but one of them was to be obsessed. The skill will come. If you look, the skill, the success, the knowledge, the everything, they will come with knowledge. And for knowledge, you need to be obsessed. If you're not obsessed, you won't. An advice that was harmful for me that I learned is to never use opacity, to always use 100% opacity. And the advice is to basically teach you how to properly use it the first time, But so like the advice, it's like Angry Miko. I think that's who said it. Angry Miko. I really love that guy. I still love him. Stopped me from using very soft brushes, and I used to do a lot of very soft brushes, and yeah, it helped me grow. But at a certain point, it slowed me down because I was stuck in that. Oh my god! Like I won't use soft brushes. If as soon as it starts reading, you don't need any more details. Leave it be, It's like I see a lot of people, they constantly overdo it with details. Like leave it alone. Leave it alone, because you're overdoing details, Details are nice, but it's wasted effort, It's like you never see John Singer Sargent zoom into a single flower and make it like you. Sometimes you see his literal trees are literally like this, like an actual like single brush stroke of like black with the tree color. But the thing is like what I wanted to say with is people focus on stuff that doesn't matter, and as soon as you figure out that this is literal, like it's art, it's like art fundamentally is kind of storytelling. I want to point this out, that none of these rules are commandments. Do not take them like that. That was my fault. As a beginner, I took them like commandments. Oh, you aren't allowed to do that. No. These are not commandments. This is God will not send you to hell if you do this. Maybe if you do furry porn art, but for this, he won't send you to hell. By the way, I want to make this like disclaimer. If you're like a furry artist, like I'm just joking, okay? I'm just joking. Don't take this seriously. I have this philosophy, simple philosophy. It's like, if you are a consensual adult and you do not harass people or anything that happens between two consensual adults that is legal, you are free to do it. If you want to do furry stuff, if you want to like, it's your freedom to do. You're seeing them on the streets and it's like disgusting, and I tell them, bro, I'm disgusted by straight people kissing in the streets. I find that disgusting too. It's like I don't want to see people kissing, grabbing their butts. Period. Like I remember, I went to the park. Look, me and my friend, we are big guys. My friend is like really tall, almost 2 meters tall. I'm 180 centimeters, so I'm 5'10". So we went past a couple, and they were like literally like the girl was dry humping the guy while they were like, and it was like the kids' playground was. I could spit and I could hit the kids' playground. That's how close the kids' playground was to them. And I went past them and I told them, disgusting. I literally went past them with my friend and I called them disgusting. And then I circled around and they stopped doing it. They were like Mormons sitting next to each other. You know what? I'm gonna leave her like this. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Should I hue more? Maybe a tad bit. And now I'm gonna add my signature. There. I'll post this on TikTok fairly soon. No, let's put it there. Great. So this is a finished drawing finally. It took so long because I was yapping half of the time. Let's see how 4 hours and 46. This took so long because I was yapping half of the time. I wasn't like, look, even the brush strokes aren't even as much. Look, 12k, and on an actual like usual drawing, how many do I have? How many? Let's see, this one. This is the same girl, by the way. Sophie Thatcher. 4k. You see, it's like, okay, this one was way easier, to be honest. Yeah, check out the video when I'm gonna edit it. It's gonna be my nightmare. You know, I'm gonna have 2 hours. No, 4 hours of video. I'm gonna be like, oh, why would you do this to me? I'm gonna be like, why would you do this to me? And now